Okay, hi, this is Paul at School Bus Talk. I'm live right now, but I'm doing a little cleanup of the bus. I hope people can hear me on my microphone. Um, Doing a little sweep out of the bus, and then I'll come back there and we'll have a little chat. Go live on School Bus Talk. School Bus Talk, we talk about everything having to do with school buses, focusing on safety, getting kids to and from school, to support learning. So I am sweeping out. It's the end of the week. I am going to take out the garbage. So I'll be back there in just a minute. People can tune in and we'll go live. This is the first week of school. It's been a pretty good week for me. This is a new bus, and I'll talk about that here in more detail real soon. New bus for me. This is bus 19. I had been driving bus 12 last year, but reassigned to bus 19. So I don't know if people can hear me or not. So we'll sit down, come back to the back of the bus. I'll sit down and we'll have a little chat. All right. So here we are, back of the bus. Nothing good happens in the back of the bus. All right. Again, this is School Bus Talk. I'm going live. It's been the first week of school. We only had 4 days of school this week because Monday was an in-service training day for staff. So we hauled students to school Tuesday through Friday. So ready for the weekend. I put out a video earlier in this week about the first week of school, or the first day of school, and got pretty good, a fair amount of views and likes. So I am watching the chat here. So if anybody out there has any questions, I'll do my best to talk about that. But this is I hope you can hear me on microphone. I'll hold it like this. Again, this is Paul at School Bus Talk. We talk about everything having to do with school bus driving, focusing on safety to support education and learning of the children. Any comments coming up? Will there ever invent a school bus that doesn't have to stop and open doors at railroad crossings? No, it doesn't really have to do with anything but the bus itself. Stopping at railroad crossings really is a National Traffic Safety Administration requirement. And it's because early in the school bus history, there were a couple of tragic accidents where buses got stuck on railroad tracks, and there was some really bad loss of life. And so since the collision with a train is such a catastrophic incident, all school buses stop. And you'll notice that also there's other types of vehicles that stop. Tanker trucks hauling fuel or any kind of hazardous materials will stop. Transit buses will stop too. Now, the right procedure is city buses where I work do stop. They put on their hazard lights and they do stop. Greyhound buses, I have driven motor coach before. And it might be just because my practice as a school bus driver, I stop at grade crossings with railroads, but I'm not sure about transit or motor coaches. Okay, thank you, everybody. Transit buses never stop, at least I'm on the West Coast, and transit buses in my town do stop at railroad crossings with their hazard lights on. It might be just a local thing. I don't know. School buses, though, it's a requirement. It's pretty much nationwide. School buses must stop because of the just the catastrophic incidents of such a tremendous potential loss of life. Trains, even though they may not look like they're going fast or have a lot of weight and momentum, and cannot stop very quickly. So I have a video, you can check it out, about school bus railroad crossings. So if you want to go to my my homepage and then go into my videos. I have a video about railroad crossings. So thank you. Thanks you, Trash Channel. Thanks, Trash Channel, for the questions. All right. So first week of school, was assigned to a new bus this school year. I had been driving bus 12, but I was assigned to bus 19. And bus 19, I'll tour it around here in a minute. Bus 19 is a 48 passenger transit style bus. Some people call them a flat nose. It's a pusher style bus where the engine is in the rear, and it drives the rear wheels. And this bus is equipped with seat belts and air conditioning. And it is a Bluebird, which is a type of bus. You got Thomas, Bluebird, IC are the big manufacturers. So this is a Bluebird, and it's powered by a big Cummins diesel engine. It has a lot of horsepower in the back, and air brakes. So this is about the biggest bus that we're all licensed in my state for as Class B drivers with air brakes, and so this is about the biggest bus that a Class B driver can drive. So if you want, I'll just walk you around and you can see what bus 19 looks like. All right, I'm sitting in the back here. And I'll talk a little bit as we walk around. So we're walking forward up towards the driver's compartment, and you can see this is the driver's compartment here. Here is the Bluebird manufacturer's label. Hope you can see that. This bus was built in 2019 in Fort Valley, Georgia. It weighs about 11.5 tons unladen. So then this is what it looks like in the back. This bus has air conditioning. I haven't been riding with the air conditioning on in the morning, just the windows open. So that's bus 19. She's a good bus. She only has about 88,000 miles on it. And so some people might want to be wondering why I'm wearing a stopwatch. Well, it's the first part of the route, first part of the weeks in driving the route, and there is a couple of alternative routes that I can take between schools, and so I wear a stopwatch and run times. I run times between two schools when I'm dropping off, and when I take the alternate route, I mark on my notebook the time, and just to determine which is the best, safest, fastest way to get the children to school in the morning. Now, here in my state where I live, the children all get free breakfast. So, it's really important that we try to get them to school before the first bell, so they can go into food service and have their free breakfast, because we all know we learn a lot better when we have a full stomach. So, okay, Mickey Thomas made a comment. Just finished my dry run. Right on, Mickey. When is the first day of school for you? I must imagine is it next week? Next week is 5 days, but then we got a 3-day weekend. We'll be rolling into Labor Day, our first holiday. And then there's not very many holidays between Labor Day and Veterans Day, which is always November 11th. So, but that's why I wear a stopwatch. I wear a stopwatch September 2nd. Okay, September 2nd. So after Labor Day. You guys go after Labor Day. Yeah, well, I don't know. Most states, it's 182 days of school, no matter how you put it, whether you start early, start late, end early in the summer or end late in the summer. It's no matter how you do it, it's still about 180 to 180 days. So good luck for you, Mickey. Enjoy your first day of school or first week of school. Like I said, for me, my first week of school went really, really well. Just to talk a little bit about my channel, School Bus Talk. Just about a week ago, we got our 1,000 subscribers, and I have been doing this channel for about 3 years. And about 3 years I've been doing this YouTube channel, and my goal had been 1,000 subscribers, and I got there. So I want to thank all my subscribers out there. I usually, this channel is a passion project. I don't ask for likes and subscribes if you watch any of my material, because I'm just doing this because I feel really strongly about school bus safety and getting kids to and from school. But I do appreciate it when people subscribe, and I got my 1,000th subscription, and I have been putting up some material. Done a couple of shorts, done two videos. Actually 3 videos, because I did a video about my summer vacation, and I did a video about a school bus driver meltdown, and a driver that just had a really bad day. And then I did a video about my first day of school. So I got some other videos in the works. Yes, Shorty, this bus is equipped. This bus is equipped with seatbelts. That's right. And if you watch my video, first day of school, you can see the briefing that I give the children, safety talk that I give the children on the first day of school. And I do conduct a seatbelt check. The rule here in my state is, I think it was 1998. I don't remember the exact date, but basically all new school buses that went into service had to be equipped with seatbelts. And if you have children on a bus that's equipped with seatbelts, they have to wear them. And the driver's responsibility is to use all reasonable care. And so you do have to ask the children to put on their seatbelts, and then I do random seatbelt checks. And I find the kids wear them. And I have a video about seatbelts, and you can check that out and what my opinion is on seatbelts. And so, yeah, this bus is equipped with seatbelts. It's a controversial matter, I know, but this bus is equipped with seatbelts. And in general, I've driven buses with seatbelts and without seatbelts. And check out my video if you want to see how I feel about it. But I've driven both types of buses, and there's a lot of fear and loathing on the internet about buses with seatbelts, school buses with seatbelts, that I find. And I don't know. A lot of the comments that I see about seatbelts on the internet just don't reflect my experience driving a bus with seatbelts. So I've been at this for this YouTube Live for a little while. I can see that there's a few people that have joined us, and I'll go on a little bit longer. But then I'm done with my route, and I got some things to do this. Being a school bus driver, it's a early morning shift and an afternoon shift. So I got some things to take care of. It's Friday. Yay. TGIF. So with that, let me see if there's any other comments. I've showed you bus 19. I do have some more videos coming up. I want to appreciate all my subscribers for checking out School Bus Talk. I am working on a video right now, 2 videos. We're actually working on a podcast. With a school behavioral expert, because I think we all anybody school bus driver that knows middle schoolers, oh my gosh, they are a challenge to work with. So I have a friend of mine who was a teacher and an educator for 35 years in the classroom, came up with we had a great time on our vacation. We went on vacation together with our wives, and we talked, and he's got some really good tips and hints. So I'm working on a podcast style video right now. I'm continuing to do reviews, reaction videos, and I got a couple stories that have been in the news that I'm going to react to soon. And I am working on a video right now related to school bus lost and found. Yeah, we have a lot of lost and found on the bus, and my experience and some thoughts on lost and found. So that's what you can look forward to coming up on in terms of videos and shorts. I don't go live that often. I'll probably go live, in about 60, 90 days or so. And really the big holiday we got that comes up here is Halloween. Now we don't get the Halloween off. Halloween this year is on a Friday. So that's kind of I think that's nice because we don't have to deal with the kids the day after Halloween and, being on a sugar rush. They'll be home. So, but Halloween is always a lot of fun on the school bus. So that's a big holiday that's coming up. And then the day off is going to be Veterans Day. So let me see some comments here. Shorty, what state are you in? I am in California. I drive bus in California, a small city in Northern California. So not Los Angeles, not San Francisco, small city in Northern California. And so California is a big state, a big state geographically. So there's a lot of small towns, small cities, rural areas in California. Everybody thinks of Los Angeles and the beach and San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. Those are all really heavily populated areas, but the reality is California's got a lot of mountains and rural areas too. So, how many schools have half days now? Yeah, I don't know. Some of our elementary schools started the school year with minimum days, but not many. Most of them get right into it because, like I say, it's 182 days, and you got to do the hours and the days. So I think that was a comment from Reb, Ohio. Yeah, Reb. Thank you for your comments. All right. Well, so again, I'm going to wrap up this uh, live session, SBT. I call myself SBT, School Bus Talk. It's Paul. And please, if you like my material, leave comments, hit the like button. And, I have a tag phrase: safety is essential. So be careful out there, everybody. So all the school bus drivers, teachers, staff, parents, kids, have a great school year. And I will be checking in with you again real soon. So bye now.